Hey guys, it's Tuesday, December 22nd, and popping in to show you what I'm doing for dinner. It's about, I think it's about 3 now. So I have leg quarters in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think there's 6 of them. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Leg quarters that are just about, matter of fact, I'm going to turn it off. Oops, I turned off the wrong one. They've been in here just trying to cook down a little bit. So yeah, I'm good to skin them and remove the skin. Skin them, well, remove the skin from the pot. Okay, over here I have reserved 3 cups of chicken stock. I'm making gumbo, guys. And yes, there are many variations of gumbo. I mean, it's really something you can't get wrong. It's a soup. I mean, the roux is pretty much the most important thing. It kind of sets the gumbo. But what you put in it, it's pretty much up to you. It could be chicken, it could be sausage, it could be chicken and sausage. Some people do a whole seafood gumbo with the works, with okra or without. Traditionally, it is with okra. I am debating, I do have some, but I'm debating because I know some of the kids are going to flip out. Fried okra is fine. I eat it either way, but yeah. So I'm debating on okra. I may add corn or some mixed vegetables in its place. But here's my chicken. So once I get all of the skin off, I'm going to discard that. I have a couple tablespoons of butter. Let's see, this is a couple of tablespoons of flour. I'm getting ready to make my roux, and that's just a gravy. I don't know how long this is going to last. My battery's getting ready to die, but I just basically want to melt my butter down, and I will bring you guys back in a minute and show you the rest of the ingredients. Alright guys, so basically I just took all of the fat off of the chicken, drained it. That's the way you can be sure that you've taken all of it out. I use a colander in the sink, and I use the pot under the colander to catch the broth. And so there's all the fat. I'm getting ready to turn that back on, bring my butter back. Don't get a whole bunch. To a boil. So that chicken is cooking up. And that was some of that reserve broth. That I left to set aside. And you start with a little bit at a time. You don't add too much, and you don't want it too high. fogging up. I'm going to keep stirring it so that it does not stick. And you can use butter or oil, a little bit of vegetable oil, a couple tablespoons to start your roux. I used unsalted. Sorry, it's foggy, guys. Okay, I got this chicken going, and this roux is going. Let me add a little more. So that was actually about a half a cup of flour. Let's see how much this gets me. This is probably enough right here. Here is my sausage. Let me show you the pack of what I'm using. Sorry, guys. Turkey smoked sausage. That's just one. I'm out of room on that plate, so I'll chop up the other one after I get the roux going in the pot. Okay, in my bowl here I have a whole clove of garlic, I have yellow pepper, I have a tomato. I am going to add, well, possibly I may not. The tomato may do it. Let's just see. The kids do not like stewed tomatoes, although that is really what is preferred. But you can also do tomato paste or a little tomato sauce, or even diced tomatoes. So, I mean, you really cannot get it wrong, because it's just going to go in the pot and basically flavor and color it. As long as they don't see the chunks, they're fine. And an onion. So that's what's getting ready to go in there. Alright. So that is what is in there. And of course everything, I mean, it's not a exact science. You don't have to chop everything fine. I prefer to have stuff big enough to taste, not just to cook down in. You want chunks, it's gumbo. Okay, so my roux is ready. I'm going to have to pour it back in, but I have to put the phone down to do it. Or the phone. I have to put the camera down, so hold on, guys. Now, you guys can't see, but I just added this roux. I'm getting ready to pick up the camera again. In just a second. One more addition. 1 and 2. Okay, if I can do this with my left hand, I can hold the camera. Alright. That's what I'm getting ready to add. I just added one. There's the other. There's that roux still on the top. So that's what you want. A nice, thick, creamy roux. That was about a half a cup of flour and about a half a cup of that chicken stock, along with the 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter that did that. And you shouldn't have to make any more roux, but should you need it a little bit thicker, just add a little more flour, because everything is already pretty much in there. It's not going to mess up the taste. You just want to make sure you stir it really good so that it doesn't clump. I just gave you milk. So, and then that reserved chicken stock that I had in the bowl on the side, I added it back in before I added the roux. Alright guys, so I got my roux in there. And like I was saying, typically, oh, excuse me, you want to make sure you get, you know, you make up enough roux before your roux actually goes in the pot, because you don't want to have to add flour and things to the pot, because then you're going to have to add some more water and you're going to have to keep stirring it, because the at that point the water and the oil are going to clump the flour. So you want the roux already done. So I ended up with, what did I say, a half a cup, maybe 3/4 cup of flour, 3/4 cup of chicken stock. Even though I reserved 3 cups, I put that 3 cups back, and then I added about a cup and a half, because this is a big pot. You want to bring some water back into it because it is a soup. I added 2 tablespoons. I added garlic salt to taste, Lowers to taste, black pepper to taste. We like everything spicy, so it's hot. When I cooked the chicken, I added sazon, and I added some of this total chicken. I added a little bit of onion and a little bit of red pepper. So that was already, that's what I cook. I boiled just the chicken in. And so now I'm just making sure that everything is flavored the way I need it to be. I added the sausage. I only added the 1 pound so far. I added a whole cup of mixed vegetables. I did not do okra, but they will not mind the mixed vegetables. When this is almost done, I'm going to add a couple of stalks of celery. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, there are many variations to gumbo. A lot of people do seafood, you know, sausage, chicken, turkey sausage, beef sausage, pork sausage. You know, you really can't get it wrong. It's a soup. And then we have some basmati rice that will go along with it. And this will probably be enough for today. No doubt tomorrow's lunch. Yeah, there's that. And if you prefer, once this cooks down, you can see the chicken is already deboning. You can remove it if you want. That's just your preference. I will take it off for the kids so they don't have to deal with it. But it doesn't matter. You just don't want to cook it with the fat on it. You just want to cook the chicken by itself with the fat on it so that it will keep that flavor. So there is gumbo. And because I did not add stewed tomatoes, it's not red. Eventually the tomato will turn it red. I may or may not add a can of tomato sauce. I will let you know if I do. But it really, it's your preference, and I'm just going by what the kids would prefer. If it were me, I would add everything to it. But I'm having to modify a little bit for the kiddos. So, and the big kids, the same. They're not tomato eaters, so we compromise. I got the tomato, but they didn't get okra. They'll live. So I will bring you guys back when this is done. I'm gonna let this cook up for a good 45 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I am back, and we have just cut up a couple of stalks of celery. So that is what is going in the pot at this point. Alright. As you can see, my sausage is cooked. My chicken is now starting to shred. So it is basically done. I did add just a can. And it's the perfect consistency and the flavor. Oh my gosh. You can smell this stuff outside of the house. It smells so good. You could always debone your chicken. That's totally up to you how you want to get it in here. The bone does give it a little more flavor, and it is better to use dark meat, or at least a mixture. See a piece of garlic in there. There. There's the finished product. And I went ahead and added another half a pound of sausage. As you can see, this is a lot of sausage. But for 6 leg quarters, I wanted to make it pretty much even on the meat portions. So that is what I came up with, and it worked out fine. Anywho, hope you guys enjoy this dish. I am getting ready to do this. So yeah, I've been in the kitchen all day. No, not really. But I'm getting ready to get this cake whipped up and in the oven. And the kids want cake and ice cream for dessert, so that's what we're doing for dinner. If you guys enjoy, thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so I am back, getting ready to serve the kids. Finished product. I went ahead and deboned the chicken because basically it fell off completely in the pot anyway. So there it is. And the rice. Yeah, I like to get my dishes cleaned up pretty much at this point, so I don't have to do so much cleanup later. Here is the cake. It's a German chocolate cake and cream cheese frosting. Okay, we have the coconut frosting, but when you ask teenagers and then you have several teenagers not wanting the same thing, everybody wants something different, and then the little kids, I started to make it half and half, but I didn't want to open up both of them, so I just cream cheese one pretty much. So there is that. And once again, here is the gumbo. I will have the recipe up on Facebook, but I think pretty much the video kind of summed up the recipe. I think you may be able to follow it. If I have comments for further clarification, I'll put it up, but I'll put the pictures up there. So, bye guys, enjoy. This is smelling amazing. Funny thing is, I've been cooking, I'm not even hungry, so that usually happens. Alright guys, bye.